Hello, this is David with entry number 1021, 22. I'm here. I'm here in my apartment again, as always, and I don't know if this is the case that I normally keep on this phone, and I'm going to keep using it because I can't find replacement cases here in Japan for this particular model. But I took it off to clean, which I do periodically, and I noticed that the case, I don't know if the camera can pick up the color, but the case is turning kind of a yellowish hue. Maybe it'd be easier in the against the yeah, there you can kind of see it if I kind of bend it. There you go. But it's kind of strange. You can't really notice it. Well, there you go. Well, if I put it down on the table, I don't know, maybe the camera can really see it now. It's kind of very yellowish. I don't know, it's not a bad thing, but I guess it's just UV, getting exposed to UV light, maybe not made of the highest quality rubber. Oh, one other cool thing I saw when I was here is they have, this is condensed air, or I don't really know what it's called, but they have these special cans here so that you can spray them and the propellant doesn't come out. Whereas if you use any of these kind of products in the US, if you spray it upside down, you have like a white propellant that shoots out. I thought that was pretty cool. Behind me is a jacket, a new purchase. But before I get to that, yesterday I decided to treat myself to a little trip to Fukuoka alone, which is the first time second time I've done that. And I'll be damned if Fukuoka ain't a great city. It's just very, very enjoyable to be there. I gotta say, it's just it's a bigger city. I think it's around 1.8 million people. It's just a really nice experience, and I would probably move there next year if I could. It's a really, really sweet place. I got coffee at my coffee place. I got that jacket, which I'll show in a second. And yeah, it was just a really good experience. I haven't really wanted to do a lot of solo traveling, but I'm really happy that I did. So for a while, I've been meaning to get kind of like a old man kind of geezerish jacket, and this is what I've purchased. If you can see it, the camera won't focus, but basically it's a slightly wider lapel. I think it's like 2¼ inches. Welted pocket, open patch bottom pockets, brown nut buttons. It's quite a nice double vented. It's quite a nice jacket. It's thick, kind of like a woolish blend. There's no polyester. It's like a woolish cotton blend. It's unlined, semi-unlined, so the back isn't lined, but the sleeves are two button sleeves. It's a really nice piece, and if the camera might be able to pick it up, but it's basically, see if it'll work. It's like a houndstooth check. Houndstooth, very tight houndstooth. If you pull it away, it reads as brown, but when you come up close, you can see it's black and brown and tan. So it's a pretty sweet combination, and it was really inexpensive for the quality. It has like a natural sleeve, which I really like too, a shoulder. I'll pull it back one more time. I'll show you the shoulder. Basically, if you look at kind of 80 or 90s suits, early 2000s, a lot of them had a very structured shoulder, which means if you get it a little bit too big or a little bit too small, you'll see basically a roping of the shoulder. And to be honest, even a nice suit might have some roping in the shoulder. But what's kind of like a trend now these days is to have a natural shoulder. So it's not a really good example because it's not a really rounded hanger, but You can see right there where I'm pointing the corner of the shoulder. The roping would be like from the sleeve around the sleeve fabric, but a natural shoulder will have less kind of folded fabric, I guess, and so it kind of sits where it kind of just bends to the natural curvature of the shoulder, and it's really kind of like a subtle detail, but I think it makes it look a little more casual, a little more relaxed. It's a nice look. I'll wear that to work. I'm not really. I'm the only one who pretty much wears a tie at my work, so I think even if I show up in a slightly more quote unquote casual jacket, I won't get any guff from upper management. But I was really happy with finding that, and it goes well with my other clothes I got. So it was a really good trip. I'm always amazed in Fukuoka at how proficient everyone is in English. And I know like I shouldn't be using so much English, and I probably should have learned a bit more Japanese while I've been here. But this little town I'm in doesn't really promote using a lot of Japanese really. And I guess being in ESL field, it doesn't really behoove one to really learn a foreign language, although I know there's plenty of people who would disagree with that statement. In my opinion, it really is a detriment to your teaching if you don't, or if you speak too much of the native tongue, because we're here to teach English after all. So that's my opinion, but I know it's not probably the most popular one, but that's how I feel about learning the native tongue. But I'm just really happy. I'm relaxed. I am tired still because I was really excited when I got back from Fukuoka, and I didn't go to sleep until like pretty late. So it was I didn't get a lot of rest, but it was relaxing. I walked a lot in Fukuoka. Fukuoka's a very walkable city because there's like 3 or 4 like major parts to it. 4, I would say. There's Tenjin, which is like the trendy downtown area. Hakata, which is like the more traditional area around the train and bus station. And there's Yakuin, which is kind of like a really hip place. It's not trendy. The other place is like Tenjin is like a fashionista area, whereas Yakuin area is more like a quiet kind of hip area. And then there's the Ohori Park area, which has the little castle, Fukuoka Castle, and a very beautifully manicured kind of Zen garden. But I'm really, really loving that city whenever I go. I mean, Hiroshima is very nice as well, but it's not anywhere near Fukuoka in terms of beauty and scope and things like this. Next entry, I'm going to talk about actually today, because I didn't really want to talk about it too much. Today is the camera can't focus, but today's the 12th here in Japan, which means it is the 11th in America, which means it is September 11th in America. And I want to talk about that more in the next entry, so I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.